Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got B. LeBron James is out there with Jokic. Then it's Paul George, and it's Booker in at the two-guard spot.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of this one. Free throw good. Giannis.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. Now, he was modest. He thinks the success he's had as a coach is because of the players he's gotten to work with this season. He said, I'm surrounded by talent. The guys who actually have to go out there on the court and get it done deserve the respect. And, Kevin, this is why so many of his players respect him.
Thank you, David. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
A shot by Curry, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And really a surprising amount of defense being played here tonight.
There really is. I mean, what's gotten into these guys? Usually it's all offense all the time in this game. I like that they're going at it like this. It looks more realistic.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's James. The shot's good from B.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And so Curry will bring it up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 3. Jokic against Griffin. In the corner, Irving with it. Curry wide open. From outside, off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Jokic. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Giannis with it. Now defended by Jokic. And it's Giannis missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The West All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the evening. New players in now for the East. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Drummond's checked in for Jokic. Clint Capella comes in for LeBron. And it's Harden in for Devin Booker. That free throw good from B. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Doncic feeling it out. Here's Lillard. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Towns comes with a double team and stolen by Lillard. And the dunk by Towns.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. And Durant comes to help. Back to Capella. Passes it to B. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. B's got a couple of threes for the West All-Stars. Knocks it loose. Outside, Towns. Pass to KD. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Here's B. Drains it from beyond the arc. B's got 14.
And he's gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Lillard outside. Davis kicks to KD. Releases. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. KD's got his second basket of the game. Harden outside. Pass to B. Banked in off the glass. He's got 16.
And typically a lot of shots go unchallenged in this game every year, especially early on, and that one no exception.
You know, guys, you look at Doncic, and he has really good size for a wing, which helps him have his way against most defenders.
Back to the action after this word. Welcome back for the players in now for the East. So for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
They've got Griffin. Steph Curry's out there with Irving. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. That's the five out there for the East All-Stars. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Towns is checked in.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
The offensive rebound. A three from Leonard. Good, and as this goes to Towns. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 now for the East All-Stars.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Towns throws it down.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
No good from B.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
It's Curry with the drive, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And you got to like how they're working the ball inside this quarter. They were struggling to do that earlier. Now they're showing the focus to take the ball inside.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Capella's checked in to the paint. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
I mean, the airtight handle of Irving, just leaving defenders in his dust.
Here's B. No good on the last second attempt there. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the East All-Stars. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. One half remaining in the NBA All-Star Game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
On the court for the West All-Stars, LeBron James is out there with Paul George. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's B in at the point. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
And so here are the West All-Stars. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin. Off the inbound pass. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from B. Booker against Irving. Outside Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Beyond the arc. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from B. B's got 23 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. B guarded by Curry. And there's the pass to Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Griffin is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Irving. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. Giannis inside. He's guarded by Cousins. And Griffin slams it in.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Here's B. His three-pointers off the mark. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Outside Curry. Leonard finds Giannis. Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things? Incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
No good from B. And here are the East All-Stars. Antetokounmpo passes to Curry. Leonard with no one around. And it's Leonard again missing. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Griffin with the steal. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And stolen by Booker. B covered by Irving. Passes it to Vucevic. Here's B. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Irving passes to Griffin. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
And the East with some changes. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Leonard. Luka Doncic comes in for Steph Curry. And Trae Young. And that one misses.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
Seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was